morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to pre-market update. This market is so strong that it's not letting any pullbacks. People are just buying the dip. You can see Nasdaq is again up 0.66%. Pre-market S&P 500 is up 0.31%, mainly due to Nvidia. It's up 2%. US is allowing Microsoft to export Nvidia chips to UAE. So because of this, you can see both Microsoft and NVDA is up, so that's helping Nasdaq go higher. But even if we didn't have any news, you can see this how beautiful this chart is. We came to buy zone on Friday, on Thursday, and then bounce here again on Friday and bounce. So you can see as soon as we touch these green lines, we always go up here 1.66%. Again on Friday around we came here around 1:30 p.m. Eastern, and now we're already up 1.15%. So you can see you need to have a chart like this. And if you want to know more about this, subscribe to my channel. Link is in the description. So again, so we are here now. We are looking for either go back to buy zone here below 25,947. That would be a drop of about 0.89%. So all the pre-market gains will be going. Now market will be opening on a gap up. So if I go to a daily chart, let's do that. And I will show you from triple Q perspective. Like if we go to 1 hour chart, you can see we are opening on a gap up. If I go to regular chart, so you can see market is already above this 1 hour candle. So they're going to probably come back. There's not a lot of gap, to be honest. So they can come back 0.22% and then fill this gap. That's all they need. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right. Again, going back to side by side comparison. So right side is daily chart, left side is day trading chart. And you can see we are very, very strong. We are not even any minor pullbacks. They're just buying it. They're buying and pumping it. Now, one thing also to note on this daily chart, on weekly perspective, we're getting a sell signal on futures. So be very careful, guys. You can see here, we also has very similar, and then they dumped from top to bottom, for example, almost 18%. Okay, here they had sell signal, they let it go further out couple of weeks and then dumped significantly. Here it was, I think, from top to bottom around 26-27%. So what I'm saying is be very careful. This market, I know it just keeps going higher with divergence on RSI and PPO. I'm not interested, especially you can see um, Nasdaq with so many gaps to fill. Find a market which is interesting. You don't need to buy S&P 500, Nasdaq. Find other stocks or market. For example, oil. I will show you. Bitcoin is getting starting to get a little interesting. But for example, oil here, you can see at the bottom things like this. So I'll review it later. So anyhow, so that's the story. If we go around 26,272, that's the resistance area. All right. This is Nasdaq MES chart. Same story here. Had a bounce from the buy zone on Friday. Now in the neutral zone. Nothing to do here. On day trading chart, if I go to SPX, very similar story. This gap is still not filled. Yesterday's gap 68.08, so they could be coming back to fill that gap at some point. And this is SPY, so it needs to close red to fill that gap. So that gap is around 0.84% away. All right, there are more gaps at the bottom as well, so keep that in mind. Again, not interested. I'm not interested in market that's at all-time high. I like to buy on pullbacks. Okay, you can see when was the last time we touched this 50 moving average. You can see these red and yellow lines. This was here on 10th October. After that, we haven't touched for so long. And you can see in bull market, we touch every month. September here, October here, November. This is December. So every 2 months we could touch, let's say. So now October. So November could be coming to touch that. All right. And on SPX, these are all the gaps you can see. VIX is bouncing after 7 counts, 8 counts buy signal. So I was telling be very careful. You can see VIX is going higher and higher, so it could be exploding very soon. So be very careful here. That's a warning sign. Bitcoin is giving a warning sign, guys. Bitcoin is telling you guys something is about to happen. You can see big sell-off. I'm not sure why, but is there any news on Bitcoin? Uh, I'm not sure what's going on, but it really needs to close above these blue lines, these dark blue and light blue. These are 200 EMA and SMA on daily chart. A close below that would be really, really bearish. And right now it's probably, you can see if I draw a box here, you can see a box here. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth time coming back to this support. So the more the times it comes back, the higher the chances it's going to break it at some point. So be very careful. One thing to note on BTC futures, CME futures, if that breaks, the gaps are on 97K, 91,800. So we could be heading way lower. So to fill some of these gaps. So keep that in mind. So that about from where we are about 10% and then 15% away. So that could happen in November. Okay. If you get any weakness in NASDAQ, that could happen. So be careful. Ethereum, similar story, very close to 200 moving average, need to hold here. And ETH chart, the gaps are here around 3,400, 3,000, 2,800 and 2,500. Okay. All right. So what else is there? Let's go to um, Dow Jones. Similar story, multiple gaps to fill. IWM, big gap here to fill. Tesla, I made good profit on Tesla on Friday because it came in the buy zone. I can show you here. You can see here Tesla was here. On Thursday, I bought it here, and then on this bounce in the morning, I sold first thing in the morning. So it was good profit. But again, now there are multiple gaps. So I don't know. I'll be looking to buy on one of these gap fills. Good would be around 396 will be a great entry if I can get that. I don't know what will cause that, but there should be something. Nvidia just flagging after news, but I don't know. This doesn't look like sustainable, guys. Even it made a new high with big divergence. You can see here. This is RSI, lower high, PPO, lower high. So even new highs are made on divergence. So I'm not interested. Microsoft trying to rally, but I think it's going to be failed. Apple, again, divergences everywhere happening. So I think it needs a good pullback. Google is also up, but could be coming to fill this gap. Amazon, this massive gap will get filled at some point. Meta, massive drop down, but I don't have any buy signal. Could be coming back here, actually 630. And then there are bigger gaps here, guys. Three big gaps. So who knows, we might be coming there to fill some of these. avgo is also up. Netflix also going higher on stock split news, could be going to fill this gap. CrowdStrike and service now, nothing much interesting. Bond market is a bit interesting, getting a 7 counts buy signal, so I have to take a good look at TLT. Opening on a gap down, could be coming to fill this gap, so could be going from where we are another 0.5% lower, all right, on bond market. So, and then if that's not holding, then there's another big gap here. So bond market is looking interesting, very, very interesting. Toronto Stock Exchange, nothing much here. Hang Seng Index, just holding near 50 moving average support. Let's look at commodities. Crude oil, all right, so this is a nice support area here where we are right now. Crude oil is getting rejected here, but could be coming back to fill some of these gaps. I show you on USO, for example. You can see this gap was filled. There's another slight gap here, so could be coming lower, but if not, then this is the area. It really needs to find buyers here. So I will wait to see if I get any buy signal, but it's consolidating below these red and yellow lines, so getting ready for a massive pump, I think. Gold is also after 7 and 8 comes buy signal, just flagging, holding here below 20 moving average, could chop around. But one thing to note on weekly gold, I think it's coming to here 34, 3500. For some reason, I don't like this area on weekly. Daily might be okay for day trading, but I think it's coming 15% down in this area, in my opinion. We'll see. We'll wait and watch. All right. Natural gas is, wow, just keeps going higher, maybe because of the winter season. Silver also just flagging below 20 moving average, wants to break out. Copper is looking all right. Dollar is looking very bullish actually, so that's going to put pressure on stock market and gold and Bitcoin. So it's in coming in front of some resistance area here. Okay, so probably coming another third or fourth time here. So could be trying to break out. We'll keep an eye on it. Apart from that, Shopify is again new highs with divergence. Palantir's earning is tomorrow, I think. Monday. Oh, Monday overnight. Or today, sorry. We're getting a 7 count sell signal, so we have to be careful. Palantir especially with so many gaps, guys. Just be careful before earnings. Celestica also just looks too extremely overbought with divergences. And I think that's about it. Let's review a few subscribers' questionnaires. They wanted me to review few REITs, ARR. So let's look at ARR daily chart. These are the REITs. So you can see here what's going on. We're getting a sell signal, but this looks pretty good because it's trying to consolidate below 200 moving average. You can see these blue lines. It's trying to consolidate. I don't see any divergence on RSI and PPO. Looks like it made a trend line here. So you can see here something like this. So not a clean trend line, to be honest. Or maybe we can make something like this. All right. So as long as it's holding this trend line by the dip, but looks like it wants to break out of these 200 moving average. You can see this resistance area here. If I draw a box here, huge resistance where it is right now. You can see this whole area between $17. Above $17, it will break out, but this really in front of some resistance really needs to break out. I don't know, maybe waiting for some news to do that. So overall looking all right. So there's this resistance and there's this big resistance around $19. So every $2 looks like there's some resistance here. In terms of weekly chart, uh, weekly looking like no divergence because this low is higher than this low, but looks like it bounced from this support area and now in front of some resistance. So looks all right in terms of monthly dividends. So yeah, next major resistance is 17 to break out. And the next one is EARN. EARN. So this one I believe, not sure what it is, but okay, this is another REIT. So big gap here, so could be coming back to fill this gap here. So you can see here, so you can see, and in front there's no little bit of support here where it is right now. So it really needs to hold that, and if it breaks, it's gonna come back here. To be honest, I like other one better than this, ARR better than EARN, and there is some resistance here as well, right on top around $5 to $6 area. All right, then there's another resistance here if that breaks out. But this one looks like in a downtrend. But earnings are coming very soon, actually. So maybe it is going to be huge pump after earnings. Who knows? And that could help it break out of the downtrend. Weekly also looks like we got a 9 counts buy signal on weekly coming back here. So still in a big downtrend. You can see here if you draw a trend line on this chart, something it's very like this. You can see. So could be coming back to test the downtrend here. Okay. So right now on some support, so could get a bounce. If not, then buy on this gap fill, but earnings can be a coin flip. Okay, that's it for these two stocks. Okay, guys, that's it for today. And if you also have any questions, want me to review any stocks, or want to know more about this indicator, subscribe to my channel. And I share Bitcoin indication for free. You can see buy and sell zones. But if for others and the stocks I'm buying, you need to subscribe. Have a good one, guys. Take care.